Hey everyone! Today I'm breaking down how we dodged the recession bullet. Yep, you heard that right. A few years ago, the idea of a soft landing seemed like a pipe dream, but here we are. So, what went right? Buckle up, because this is quite the journey. First up, central bankers were jacking up interest rates everywhere, but not anymore. In June, the European Central Bank cut rates for the first time since the pandemic. By July, the Bank of England followed suit. Canada, Chile, Denmark, they're all in on the action. Even the US is getting ready to join the party. Jerome Powell from the Federal Reserve said it's time to adjust. And guess what? A soft landing is within reach. So what's a soft landing? It's all about bringing down inflation to 2% and avoiding a recession. Many economists thought this was impossible. History showed that when central banks raised interest rates quickly, economic misery followed. But not this time. From late 2021 to early 2024, rich countries saw a massive rise in policy rates, one of the fastest increases on record. Higher borrowing costs have helped contain inflation. In mid-2022, consumer price growth in OECD countries hit 9.5%. But by the second quarter of this year, it dropped to 2.7%, and it keeps falling. Inflation in Italy was just 1.6% in July, Canada 2.5%. Prices aren't accelerating, so central bankers feel comfy loosening monetary policy. Now let's talk GDP. Despite everything, economic growth has been surprisingly steady. The OECD's real GDP grew by 1.8% year-on-year, the fastest since lockdowns ended. Yes, some countries saw GDP falls, but we avoided a proper recession. Unemployment in the OECD is about 5%, edging up a bit, but no need to panic. Job growth remains strong, and demand for labor is high. The labor force participation rate is at an all-time high, bringing more people into the job market. Businesses are doing fine too. In a normal recession, company profits plunge. But in the second quarter of 2024, global corporate earnings grew by over 10%. Business confidence is higher than last year. And while bankruptcies have risen, it's just a return to normal from the pandemic's ultra-low rates. So how did we do it? Modern economies are less sensitive to interest rate changes. Many borrowers have fixed-rate mortgages, shielding them from higher rates. Fiscal policy also played a role. Governments handed out vast amounts of stimulus in 2020 to 21, cushioning the blow of higher rates. Even if central bankers' judgment on the economy proves incorrect, cutting rates now might still be the right move. Borrowing costs at their current level may be unnecessarily high. It's too early to celebrate a soft landing, but the runway is in view. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.